Good afternoon, Pokemon community. You can call me Trainer Zed. It is now Magikarp Community Day. It's taken me a little bit to find a shiny, but now we do have a shiny Magikarp. Gonna go ahead and give a gold Raz to our gold friend here. Catch him in a Pokeball because he evolves into that beautiful red Gyarados. Since my app froze, it skipped the first stage of Willow announcing the research. But we do have 3 things here. We have power up Pokemon 10 times, catch 15 Magikarp for 20 Magikarp candy. I was hoping that we'd get a fair amount of Magikarp candy to evolve to a Gyarados with this quest line. And then we have this reward here that I believe was make 5 nice throws or 5 great throws. But let's go ahead and claim that. I'm assuming it's a Magikarp. Well, something very important to remember about today is that you need to use pineapple berries on these Magikarp. Because again, it costs 400 candy to evolve to a Gyarados, and if you get a couple of good shinies and a couple of good IV standard Magikarp, then you're going to want to evolve a couple of Gyarados, and that's going to cost maybe 1,200 candy, maybe 2,000 candy, depending on how many you have. I was already pineapping Magikarp long before this, so I do have 2,500 Magikarp candy, so I'm not personally too worried about it, but again, I could find 6 hundos and that would use up all that candy. So I'm gonna still keep pineapping these little Magikarp. Got another little yellow carp here. Golden Raz for my golden friend. Catch him in a Pokeball just because I like to live dangerously. I do have the first stage of the making a splash research completed. Got 10 Pokeballs, 20 Magikarp candy. Let's go ahead and claim the first reward stage here. 10 pineapples, some Stardust. Alright, and this one is another Magikarp. 106, that's not going to be great, but we're going to throw a pineapple on him. Let's see what Professor Willow has to say now. Great work, trainer. While you were out, I did a bit of a refresher on Magikarp. Did you know that some Magikarp can jump so high that they can leap over a mountain? Now that's something I'd like to see. That is also something I'd like to see. Also, while having a reputation for being worthless, this hardy Pokemon can thrive in any body of water, regardless of how dirty or polluted the water might be. He's not worthless. I think Magikarp deserves a bit more credit, don't you think? Let's focus on evolving Magikarp, since doing so takes some effort. Maybe you should try using pineapple berries to catch Magikarp. Not only are pineapple berries tasty, but they're quite useful as well. Alright, so catch 15 Magikarp for 50 Magikarp candy, transfer 10 Pokemon, use 15 pineapples while catching Pokemon, so it is trying to get us to collect some more Magikarp candy before it actually has us evolve one. The first stage, I think it was just 20, now it's got 50, so hopefully it continues to increase and we get a free 200. That's what I'm really hoping for. And the reward for this stage is more Stardust, another incense, and a Poffin. And of course with Community Day, there's always the photo bomb. And here I have Valor, the Gyarados that I evolved during Pokemon Go Fest. So I figured that'd be a pretty good photo bomb Pokemon. Let's go ahead and get him ready here. Oh, he's drifting a little bit. Face me at least, buddy. Alright. Come on, Gyarados. Let's get a cool snapshot. Alright, let's see. He's flowing down the river. Oh, I like the snapshot. Oh, he's splashing. Splashing Magikarp. That's pretty adorable. Also, Gyarados is all the way over there now. What are you doing, buddy? Alright, well, the snapshot is amazing. I'm definitely going to get all 5 of those today. It's so adorable. I love it, as always. Down goes an unknown raid. This is the first unknown raid that we've seen thus far. My brother Nick actually saw this one, so shout out to Nick for getting me my first A unknown. Let's go ahead and give it a shiny check. Not shiny. However, obviously still exciting because it is my first A unknown. And I'm hoping that I can get all of the letters, the ULTRA of this event, and hopefully a shiny. Alright, and the next exciting thing that I've got here are 3 Magikarp tasks, and they are typically my favorite thing to do on Pokemon Community Days because they have the high shiny rate, and then they also have a higher chance of being good IV, so there's a higher possibility of getting a Shundo. First one is not shiny. Now, task number 2, not shiny. Check the incense, not shiny. And task number 3, come on, bring us some luck. And it's shiny. And it's 112. That's going to be really good. That's going to be super good. I don't even need to gold razz him because he's a task Pokemon, and task Pokemon cannot even flee. So, if I can hit him, this will be a really good Gyarados to evolve. Oh my goodness. And he's going to have the Legacy move. See, this is why I love doing task Pokemon. They were some of my favorite things to do, even not on community days. Let's check him. IVs. 89. An 89 shiny Magikarp. That is amazing. That might be the best one we get all day. However, I will be hunting down those tasks some more because, again, they are just fantastic. And lastly, I do have the second page of making a splash completed. I've got 50 Magikarp candy. Super helpful. Gonna go ahead and claim the rewards. No encounter this time, but we do get an incense and a puffin. Some really nice things. Good job, Trainer Zed. Thanks to the research you've completed, it's time to evolve that Magikarp of yours, and we knew this was coming. Remember when I said that Magikarp is harmless? Well, that isn't the case with its evolved form, Gyarados. Known as the atrocious Pokemon, Gyarados has a reputation for being destructive. Tales of its rampaging nature are consistent across all research materials we have on it. So much for being harmless, am I right? Of note, Gyarados is both water and flying type, something you might not expect from its humble beginnings. Looks like you'll be adding a powerful Pokemon to your team, but let's proceed with caution. Alright, make 3 curveball throws, another 50 Magikarp candy, evolve a Magikarp, 5 golden Raz, transfer 10 Pokemon, 1500 Stardust, and we get a Rocket Radar. That'll be really nice. Alright, got a random invite to a Deoxys. Let's see if it can be shiny. It is not. And besides that Deoxys, I also have the special research nearly completed. It just wants me to evolve a Magikarp. So what we're going to go ahead and do is evolve the task Magikarp that we got, the shiny one, because that's the best one that we've gotten so far. So again, do your task, guys. Those are typically the best ways to get high IV shinies. So let's go ahead and evolve this Magikarp, get him the Community Day move, turn him into that beautiful red Gyarados. There he is, just a beast of a Pokemon. Alright, and he does have the Community Day move. Perfect, and again, he was an 89% IV, which is the best shiny one we've gotten so far. Now we can get 50 Magikarp candy, 5 golden raspberries, 1500 XP. Go ahead and claim the rest of the stage, 2000 Stardust, 1 incense, 1 rocket radar. Wonderful work, Trainer Zed. Looks like all your efforts have paid off, and you've got yourself a Gyarados. I'm sure this Pokemon will be a great member of your team when battling other trainers and even Team Go Rocket. Even though Gyarados is known for being vicious and extremely aggressive, a talented trainer such as yourself will be able to befriend and train it so it can meet its full potential. I'm excited to see what kinds of challenges you'll demolish together. Just make sure that the demolition is limited to battles and not entire cities. No promises. Anyway, until next time. Of course, the final page is completed as always. 2000 Stardust. I think I skipped an incense or something like that. But let's start the encounter, and it's a Gyarados, of course. 1431. Let's go ahead and catch this bad boy. I am going to give him a silver pineapple. Let's catch him in a great ball since he's already blue. And I nabbed that Gyarados on the first try. Got 10 candy. A little bit of extra help with the silver pineapple berry. And he's not great, maybe an 84 or something like that. With about an hour and a half left on Community Day, here is another shiny golden carp. It feels like the rates are a lot more boosted than Ghastly Day. I feel like I've gotten so many more than I did on Ghastly Day, although that could just be nonsense. I will figure out later in my final count. But for now, here's another one to add to that total. Another Community Day in the bag. I am not sure that we got exactly to 100 trades, but we're running out of time here. Just want to make sure that we get all our evolutions in for the day. We did get close to 100 trades, and we only got 2 luckies. That is sometimes just the name of the game. For whatever reason, Some days you get 7 when you do 100 trades, sometimes you only get 2. So, for the sake of convenience, I actually named the ones that I really want to evolve Magikarp E, just so I can search it up real quick in the last 10 minutes, make sure that I evolve the correct ones, because this especially is an expensive evolution. 400 candy per Magikarp into Gyarados. And this one right here will be the 99% for Ultra League, and the red Gyarados with his Community Day move will just be an absolute beast. And Ultra League is actually starting up here soon. I believe Great League is coming to an end. The other Magikarp E that I have here actually was not caught on Community Day, but it is an 87%. So that is one of the other highest IVs that I got. So of course, gotta evolve this one as well. We already did evolve the 89 that we got from the task. So here is an 87. Alright, and again, he's just amazing. I love the red Gyarados. It's such a stark contrast from the blue Gyarados. Speaking of blue Gyarados, let's go ahead and evolve some standard Magikarp into a nice blue Gyarados. We do have this lucky 100% Magikarp that I got from a trade a while back with Nick. He's just been sitting there as a Magikarp, but let's go ahead and evolve him, get a Community Day move on him, a lucky 100% Gyarados with Community Day move. He is just going to be a beast for raids. He's 100% IV. Let's take a look at that here. And he is a lucky, just one of the best combinations you can get. If only he was shiny, that would have made it absolutely perfect. I nearly got 1,000 Magikarp candy. I started out with 2,500, I believe it was. And I know I've done a couple of evolutions, but with those evolution candies, I had about 3,400. So that was almost 1,000 for the single Magikarp Community Day. I used up all of my Pineapps catching those Magikarp, and it was worth it in the end because, again, I don't have to worry about dumping rare candy into these guys. I can save my rare candy for maybe mythical Pokemon or some legendaries. This Gyarados right here, I actually caught fairly recently. He was a task Pokemon. I caught him as a Magikarp, and it was 100%. His CP was 117, which is a guaranteed 100% from a task Magikarp. So of course I gotta evolve him, give him that Aqua Tail, another 100% Gyarados. I think this Community Day has just been perfect. And I'm gonna wrap up the video with a final shiny count for my Magikarps. Got shiny and age, and if you put age 0, it shows you all of the shinies, or whatever type of Pokemon you wanna look at, that you got that day. And it looks like I ended up with 42 shinies. Let's just scroll through real quick. Alright, we do have our shiny Gyarados in there as well, so 42 shiny Magikarp. Not quite as good as Ghastly Day, still an impressive amount. I am loving these 6-hour Community Days, and I hope they continue them after everything goes back to normal. But we got all our evolutions out of the way. Community Day has now passed. However, I do want to do this Algium raid that just hatched before I end off the video, because I do want to get him dexed. I want to be catching as many of those as I can because I don't know how rare he's going to be after this event is over. I'm wondering if he's going to become as rare as Gothita, because Gothita was super common when they added her. However, you hardly see her anymore, only during events, and she's actually out right now during the Enigma event, at least in raids. She's in 2-star raids. I did see at least one of those hatch today. So if you didn't get a good Gothita when she was released, you might want to start doing those raids and catch one again before she disappears. And the Algium raid is down. He didn't give us too much trouble. He's only a 2-star raid. So let's go ahead and open him up here. He can't be shiny at the moment, but let's go ahead and, as you can see, we're out of Pineapple Berries. I'm going to go ahead and give him a silver Pineapple Berry, get a little bit extra candy, and we caught him. Let's go ahead and throw him in the Pokédex. And there we go. I think he's just an adorable Pokemon. And with that amazing Pokédex entry, I think that is all I have for Magikarp Community Day. I will see you guys on my Enigma Week video. And we interrupt that seeming end to a video to a very exciting raid that I just completed. It's an unknown. It's an invite that I got from my brother in Colorado, and when I claimed it, You bet it, it was a shiny unknown. This is actually my first shiny unknown that I have. I didn't get one during GoFest, which I was sad about, and GoFest, the makeup 3 hours is actually this Sunday, and I'm really going to be trying for a shiny unknown during that time. However, I am extremely happy to get a shiny unknown from a raid because, as far as I know, this is the first time that unknowns have even been in raids. I'm pretty sure they've only been out during events or in eggs during events. So an unknown, a shiny unknown caught from a raid in itself is just extra rare. And his stats is 11, 11, 11. Doesn't even matter. I'll take it. It's my first shiny unknown, and I love it.